Welcome to the first episode of the Bottomless Bag, a quick guide to curios, knickknacks, and potions. This series is going to talk a little bit about some homebrew items that I find really useful in my games, or are designed by my Patreon and Discord members. Bottomless Bag is a reoccurring potion shop in most of my D&D campaigns, and I wanted to share some of the inventory with you here today. Not sure why I said it like that. Inventory. Let's talk about the Potion of Wild Healing. This is heavily inspired by the Wildvine potions in World of Warcraft. It's a great concept. When we're looking at healing potions, we're looking at something like 2d4 plus 2, 44 plus 4, 8d4 plus 8, and that's great, but it makes potions very stable, which is I think why Dungeons & Dragons designed them that way, compared to something like Pathfinder that uses a d8 system, which does add a little bit more variety to the rolls. Today I want to propose something that is a little more based on the rolls instead of the core mechanics, which can be a lot of fun, but it can also be quite devastating. So the core concept here is instead of using a d4 or a d8, what you're actually going to use is the entire polyhedral dice set. It comes with a d4, a d6, a d8, a d10, a secondary d10. You can use your d% die for this, a d12, and a d20. If you use all of those and you count percentile die as a d10 and not a 10, 20, 30, or 40, it gives you the spread of 7 to 70 hit points. Don't do any bonus adding on top of that, so it is giving you an average of about 37, 38 healing. This is slightly higher than the average of a superior healing potion, which is about 32 health. So if you're wanting to price it out, I would compare it to that, or even make it a little cheaper, depending on how high fantasy you want your game to be, because having the chance to roll that 7 hit points at level 5 is really not great. But by the time you hit level 10, 70 hit points will basically heal everybody except your average barbarian or some really beefy dwarves. But with having this spread, it becomes a very powerful potential heal for anyone below level 10. Plus, you have the added effect of letting someone roll 7 dice at once, which always feels really good and could be super clutch or super bad, and I think that adds a lot of flavor to the game. Generally, with items that have this kind of wild magic feeling or just such a large range or effect for failure, I don't sell them specifically, which, it's weird that it's in the potion shop that I'm telling you about. Don't judge me, you don't know. But I like to give these away as special rewards or finding them in a dungeon because it's a healing potion that isn't, it's unique. I feel like giving a player something this random, generally a better idea than making them buy it, because if they do spend a lot of money on this, like say the same amount as a superior healing potion, and they do roll those really low numbers, they probably won't buy another one. But if they find it, they can have the opportunity to experience whether or not it turns out being a very good potion or maybe not so great potion. If you do want to absolutely price one of these out, I would say make it about the same price as a superior healing potion, as they're pretty close in average healing. Also, if you want to craft these, just use the superior healing potion base and then add something, I don't know, like a popcorn kernel that hasn't yet popped. Maybe a coin wrapped in a cloth that you don't know the monetary value of. It's worth something. Just don't know how much. Just be flavorful with it. I generally would say make it something that they have trouble finding, like a troll bunion, but that way it keeps it a little rare and unique if you make it a little more difficult to find. That is my opinion on that. I think this is going to be the format for these new episodes. Really short, maybe less than 3 minutes. Enjoy the artwork. If you want to use this idea for your own games, please do. I will put a free copy of the artwork to the Patreon page, so you can check that out. And if you have comments, suggestions, or own unique ideas, let me know down in the comments below, and maybe it'll make it into one of the next videos. Thanks for watching, and keep your dice on the table.